Okay, so today we are going to be using our journal. Virtual students, you're going to be one day off for my regular students. So instead of 9-29, you're going to write 9-30 for your date. The title, Slope from a Graph, and we are on page number 7. So this is in your table of contents in your composition book or your spiral book. This page is uploaded to Schoology as well. So on here, you can print off a blank copy or you can print off the copy with the notes already on it, but I prefer you to print it out or to follow along as we go to make sure you understand what the slope of a graph looks like. There are 4 types of slope: positive slope, negative slope, undefined, and zero slope. So on the first one, says from left to right, the graph is increasing. So we're going to write the word increasing. I'm going to pick 2 points. So I'm going to pick point 2, 2. So that means I go over 2 and go up 2. And I'm also going to pick point -3, -1. I need to use a straight edge to draw a line through those 2 points. So I'm just going to use my sticky notes here. I'm going to put arrows at the end of my line. So if I'm visually looking at this line is linear because it is a straight line. It has arrows at the end. It is a continuous graph. It is a function if I did the vertical line test. And this is also considered a positive slope. So for rise over run, I either use my highlighter or a colored pen or something so I can see the rise over the run, and there's always 2 ways to do it. So rise over run. I'm going to write this down on the first graph so you can visually see where the rise and the run is. I'm not going to do this for all the graphs. This is not the only way to do it. I could go down and I also could go over. So I'm counting my spaces, 1, 2, 3. So that means my rise is 3. My run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My run is 5. So my slope is going to be 3 over 5. This is a positive slope. Positive slope. Going to move over to my next graph. From left to right, the graph is decreasing. I'm going to pick 2 points. I'm going to use 3, -2. So I'm going to go over 3, down 2. And I am going to pick -2, 3. So I'm going to the left, 2, up, 3. I'm going to use a straight edge and draw a line through those 2 points. Put arrows at the end of my line. Rise over run. Again, there's 2 ways to do rise over run. I'm going to go down and over, or I could go up and over. If I'm going down, my rise is negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is -5. My run is going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positive 5. So my slope, -5 is my rise. Positive 5 is my run. I can reduce that to -1 over 1, which is just equal to -1. So this is a negative slope. Moving on to the bottom section. From left to right, the graph is horizontal. My 2 points are going to be 2, 2, so I'm going to go to the right 2, up 2. And then my other point is negative 3, 2. So I'm going to go to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. Draw a line for my 2 points. This one does not have a rise, but it does have a run. And my run is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then my slope, my rise is 0. My run is 5. 0 divided by 5 is 0. So this is a 0 slope. This is a 0 slope. And then my last graph, from left to right, the graph is vertical. My 2 points, it's going to be 1, 5. And then 1, negative 3. I'm going to draw a line through my 2 points, put arrows at the end of my line. It does have a rise, so I'm going to highlight it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write rise is 8. There is no run, so it's 0. So 8 over 0. If I did 8 over 0 in my calculator, it's going to give you an error message. This is called an undefined slope. Undefined slope. So remember, if you say this graph has no slope, that would be incorrect. It has an undefined slope. It does have a slope, it's just called undefined. So once you're done with your notes, again, depending on how you printed it out, you're going to fold it over. If you have scissors, you're going to have to cut the top part of it off. You are going to glue this into your journal. So you're going to find page 7. You're going to label page 7, slope from a graph. And then at the very bottom of your notes on this same page, you're going to go to the bottom or even the top, and you're going to draw Mr. Slope Guy. Mr. Slope Guy, I always have students write this on all their assignments for slope-intercept form. So if you look at Mr. Slope Guy as a plus sign for positive slope, a negative sign for negative slope. Vertical line, this is the U for undefined, and then a straight mouth for 0 slope and horizontal line. So if you could draw that at the bottom of your notes. So this week, as we're working with slope, you're going to refer back to your notes on your assignments.